In this video, we're going to be ranking every single card in Clash Royale on a tier list, but with a catch. Instead of me ranking the tier list based on my opinions and actual stat, I'm going to be ranking it with my live stream chat and using their opinions instead of mine. So I think it's safe to say that this tier list is going to be incredibly wrong, but it's going to be fun. And I want you to let me know in the comment section down below what you think about my viewers' rankings. Let's get into it. Baby Dragon, me personally, I think Baby Dragon is about as average of a card as you can get in this game. Still not bad though. For the most part, I'm seeing B. And yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think Baby Dragon and B tier is solid. All right, next up, we already have some controversy here. The Nerf Miner meme is dead now. Thank goodness. I'm seeing a lot of S's and a lot of A's. So we'll put it in the A tier. That's pretty solid, honestly. We have the Barrel of Barbarians, the Barbarian Barrel. Again, this is another spell that just kind of flies under the radar because I think like everyone knows that it's good. Sandy, are you saying C tier for the Barb Barrel? Why? That makes no sense. For anyone who says less than S tier, you are wrong. So we're putting it in the S tier. I know I said my opinion wouldn't be taken into account, but I lied. In reality, everything is my opinion. Next up, we have Minions. Minions recently just got a massive buff to their damage. What was it, 15%? 15% more damage? Yeah, that's crazy. I see some C's, some A's, some D's. I'm seeing, for the most part, C's. But you know what they say, C's still get degrees. Next up, we have Barbarians. B's and D's for the most part. So you know what? We'll just average those. We'll put them in C. I think bats are good. A's and S's. I'm seeing mostly A's though. So we'll do A. All right, next up, we have the Monk. I'm not so sure if what you get with the Monk is worth 5 elixir anymore. It's such a unique card. It is strong in a vacuum, but for its 5 elixir cost, I don't know if that's worth it. People are saying pretty much everything. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Next card is the Battle Healer. Oh my gosh. Second favorite card in this game. Holy cow, she is trash. She is not that good. No, she's not. And that pains me to say. That really pains me to say. I love her so much. I mean, just look at her. Isn't she just beautiful? Isn't she just like glistening and glowing? Why is everyone saying F tier? Why is everyone saying F tier? Come on, man. You know what though? You're not wrong. If you say F tier, you're not wrong. It pains me to say it, but that's the way it is.
Wake up, filthy.
Next up, we have Battle Ram. I think C tier is a good spot for it. The Bomber. I'm seeing a lot of A tiers, and for that, I will put it in the A tier. All right, next up we have Bomb Tower. I'm seeing mostly B tiers. I think that's good. Like it's a solid card, but there are better buildings in this game, you know. The little 5 elixir little idiot. B for bowler. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, we have some heat right here, and that heat is known as the Phoenix. When it was released, best card in Clash Royale history, no doubt. Despite everything, Phoenix is still S tier. Next up, we have Cannon Cart. I think Cannon Cart's A tier, personally. I see a lot of A's in the chat as well. A tier, for sure, I can get behind. All right, next up, we have the actual cannon. Personally, I will put this in F tier because I hate 2.6 Hog with a burning passion. People are actually saying F tier, though. If we really want it to be an F tier, then I'm okay with that. Oh, yeah. Can we all come to an agreement that Clone is F tier? I'm seeing mostly Fs. We'll keep it there. I think Dark Prince is good. I'm seeing most people say B tier. All right, that's cool. Strombolies. Why do I call them Strombolies? Good question. I don't have an answer. I'm seeing mostly A tiers though. That's valid. Chat's valid for A tier. We have the Goblin of Darts. I see a lot of A's for the most part. We'll put it there. That's cool. All right, next up we have a card that got a buff that, well, I don't know why they did this to it. Why did they make the Mighty Miner so fast? That thing can zoom. So far, it's the best card that we've looked at, I think. That thing moves so fast. All right, next up we have the Graveyard. Okay, I'm seeing more A tiers. We'll put Graveyard in A tier. That's valid. We'll do that for sure. All right. Next up we have Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers are a weird card. Yeah, I see mostly C's. I think C's good. Earthquake is good. That's like all I can say. Like, it's good. Yeah, B tier. I'm seeing mostly Bs. I agree. Oh, we have so many more cards to do. Why does this game have so many cards? Anyway, Electro Dragon. This is another one of my favorite cards. It has potential to be great, but it's not. I'm seeing D tier. I agree. It'll be our first D tier card. All right, next up we have the first of our mommies. Why did I say that? What am I thinking? For all my mid-ladder players out there, I'm sure you love the Valkyrie. I'm sure you all think it's S tier. I'm seeing a good bit of Bs. We'll put it there. It was a short time ago where E-Giant was like the king of Clash Royale. The E-Giant was the face of Clash Royale. I'm seeing a lot of Cs. I agree with that. All right, next up we have the card with the best mustache in Clash Royale. And as you can see, I know a thing or two about mustaches. I'm seeing mostly C's for the E-Spirit. I think that's about right. Next up, we have the Royal Giant. The Royal Jimmy John's turkey sub. I don't think this one needs much explanation. We'll put it at S tier. Another potential S tier card. I want to know what y'all think. Electro Wizard. I see mostly S. Yeah. Elite Barbarians. The epitome of mid-ladder menace. If you use these, you probably don't have 6,000 trophies. See A, I see C. I see everything that isn't DNF. Next up, we have the Elixir Collector. This is the scariest card in the game. We'll put it in B tier. Next up, we have ourselves the Tesla. Tesla is a personal F tier in my heart because anything that involves Expo is an immediate F tier. I see mostly Bs. Yeah. Next up, we have... Oh man. Trash. Next up, we have a card that is very... What is the word to describe this card? Be sure to leave a comment down below this video. Cheese is good. Anyway, we don't need to really explain why this card is F tier. All right, next up we have Executioner. I've seen a lot of A tiers. I didn't think it's that good, but Executioner A tier. All right, chat. All right, next up we have the Wizard. I don't think this one needs an explanation. Yeah, that's where it goes. This next one, I don't think needs an explanation either. Chat, I don't need y'all's input. All right, Fireball's S tier, Wizard's F tier. That's how these two go. All right, next up we have Firecracker. I hate this card as well. I hate any card that has any connotation with bait. It's just annoying. It's just annoying, man. Because it's not great, but it's annoying. I'm seeing mostly C's. I agree with that. Zap Spell. I see mostly B's. That's cool. All right, next up we have the Witch, and she is a... I'm not saying that word. She's not good. I see a lot of D's. That's good. All right, next up we have the Fire Spirit. Yarr! I agree with a lot of y'all that are saying C. Dude, I love the Fisherman. Hold on, listen to this. That is a slowed down version of the Fisherman. Chad agrees. I think it's A tier. Yeah, that works for sure. We have the Flying Machine now. I love the Flying Machine. I'm seeing a lot of S's for the Flying Machine. I think it's great. I don't agree with that, but I'll put it in S. Then we got Freeze. It's very niche, but in its niche of being the Freeze, it works. That's for sure. But when it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm seeing mostly C tier. Yeah. Furnace. Man, it sucks. F for Furnace. Yep. There we go. All right, then we have the Giant. Have you ever realized that the Giant kind of looks like Jay Schlatt? You guys see this man right here? Look at it. Look at his sideburns. All right. And then look at what the Giant's got going on. The Giant is literally just Jay Schlatt. Giant is the most basic card in this game. It just sits there and tanks. All right, now we have another Giant, which is the Giant Skeleton Bees. That worked. Then we have the Goblin Hut. Okay, chat, you guys, you gotta be honest with me here. I haven't used the Goblin Hut since it was buffed or reworked or whatever. Is it good?
No.
Next up, we have the Goblin Barrel. Oh man, if I see this card, I almost instantly close out of the game because I know it's a bait deck and I know that I don't want to play against it. I see B tiers. Okay, that works. This is my personal favorite building. The Goblin Cage. I'm seeing more A's than B's. So I'll put it there. That's cool. I can rock with the B tier drill. For sure. All right, next up we got Magic Archer. Magic Archer is one of those cards. Every sweat that plays Magic Archer thinks that they're like the best card in the entire game. Most of the time they play at the bridge, they get 2 connections, and they're like, oh, geometry. Magic Archer plays geometry. Oh my gosh. In reality, it's just a B tier card. What do you think about the Goblin Gang? H. H isn't an answer. We have the old girl herself, Mommy P.E.K.K.A. She's a good mommy. That deserves a Vine boom. I agree with you, chat. C tier. Goblin Giant. Bro got his tongue sticking out like he's some e-girl on TikTok. Like, for real. I agree, chat. D tier. Next up, we have the actual goblins. You know, making it 4 instead of 3 makes them a lot better. I see S, A's, and B's, so I'll compromise and put it in A. Golden Knight, it could be a lot better for a champion. Most people talk in A tier. That's valid. I think it's still pretty good. Next up, we have the Princess. Holy cow. I hate this card so much. Dude, I don't even want to like rank her, but I see mostly B's. So yeah, we'll put it up there. All right, next up we have the El Guardzos. Don't ask why I called them that. In reality, they're just guards. Chat for the most part saying A tier. Honestly, yeah, I agree with that. All right, next up we have the Spirit that Heals. If we talking for real, this is the worst spirit in the game. I'm seeing F's, C's, and D's. We'll compromise and put it at D. All right. Next up, I gotta get ready for this one. This is a card right here that I gotta get ready to announce. Let me channel my inner mid-ladder player. A nice, crisp Hog Rider for the culture. In reality, this card's so overrated. Why does everyone use it? Stop spamming Hog Riders in the bridge first play. 2.6 players, go away. I don't like you. F tier. No one else's opinion matters. F tier. All right, next up we have Hunter. Hunter has a pretty swagged out mustache. No, we're not doing smash or pass. Stop saying smash. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but that's for a different video. For the most part, I've been seeing A's. Y'all want to put Hunter in A, that's okay. The Golem that ices. I'm seeing a lot of S tiers for Ice Golem. Are y'all serious? You know what? Y'all do what you want, chat. All right, next up we have Ice Wizard. I love the Ice Wizard. I'm seeing a lot of C tiers though. That upsets me. All right, next up we have the Spirit that ices. I'm actually seeing more A's than B's. Okay, that's fine. I'll put it there. All right, chat. Listen here. Listen here. Listen up for a second. Listen up, chat. For this next card, there is only one correct answer. There is only one answer that is acceptable in this circumstance. There is only one answer that I will accept. I do not care that this card is only good in one deck, and that one deck that it is good in is not good. This card is the epitome of perfection. She is the most beautiful thing that my eyes have ever crossed. And there is only one spot that she belongs in. There is only one place for her. No other discussions will be had. Okay? Alright, next up we have the card in Clash Royale that has the most drip. The Inferno Dragon. I'm seeing mostly A tiers. Valid. Inferno drip in A tier. Now we have the other Inferno card. Seeing some B tiers. I think B tier is valid. All right, then we have the L plus ratio hound. I see mostly B's. Sure, we'll put it in B tier. Then we got Lightning, mostly A's and B's. You know what? I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll put it in A. The Royal Recruits. They're not recruits, they are recruits. There is a secret A in there that y'all can't see, all right? I can see it though, because I'm a recruits player. You know, I'm seeing B tier for the most part. We'll put them in B. All right, then we have the log. Chat, I'm not even gonna try to get your opinion on this one, because if you say anything else other than S tier, then your opinion is wrong. Lumberjack. Lumberjack is weird because of the Rage rework. Mostly B's. Skeleton King. All right, for the most part, I'm seeing S tier for the Skeleton King. I would put it A, but I'll put it in S. Sure. Then we got the Mirror. It's actually horrible. Chat saying F tier. Yes. Yes. Next up, we have the most card of all time. Mega Knight. Let's see what the mid-ladder players in the chat think. I'm seeing S tier for the most, though. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Next up, we have the Prince. Okay, I think I've seen C's for the most part. Okay. Then next up, we have the Mega Minion. The Mega Minion was doing all right. But then the Phoenix was like, hey, what if I was just a better Mega Minion? And now the Mega Minion has like no place. But I'm seeing mostly B tiers. For that, I respect you, chat. All right, next up, we have the Royal Ghost. Oh, it's not pronounced ghost. You are being brainwashed by the media people. It is Ghost. It is not Ghost. See mostly A's now. Minion Horde. Minion Horde got 2 buffs. Damage buff, just like the minions, as well as its spawning radius is bigger, so you can like surround swarms better. I don't think that changed anything. Literally everyone is putting everything. So you know what? I'll just settle. Put it in the middle. All right. The Bandit. Wow, she's a 3 elixir card that like does a dashy thingy that can be stopped by any swarm card ever. I see a lot of A's. I can vibe with A tier for sure. XXX underscore pancake lover underscore XXX. As a concept, he is valid, but he's not good. Another wide range. We'll compromise. Put it in A tier. Okay, chat. Thank you. Whatever. Mortar time. Chat's mostly saying B tier though. I can agree with that. All right, chat. Next up, we have the Archer Queen. Now, listen here. We are not ranking the Archer Queen's feet, all right? We are ranking the Archer Queen as a card. We all know the feet are S tier. Still an S tier card. Next up, we have the Mother Witch. She is an actual mommy. You know why? Because her name is Mother Witch. That makes sense, right?
Stop it.
I see a few B's in there, but we're going to ignore the D's and the C's. We're going to put her in B because I love her so much. Next up, we have the Musketeer. I see mostly B tier. Respectfully, I'd put it higher, but I will honor chat's wishes. Put it B tier. Next up, we have the Poison. This one's a mixed bag. People are saying everything. So you know what? I'm going to put it in B tier because I think that's where it belongs, okay? Rage got a rework. Pretty much everyone's saying B tier. It used to be C or D tier, so it's improved that much, I guess, right? All right. Then we have the Knight. Good stats for the cost. We have one person who's repeatedly saying Knight S tier. Might as well honor his wishes. Put the Knight in the S tier. We'll do that. Sure. Chat really saying Ram Rider C. That's fine though. All right. For these last cards, we're going to speed run them. This video was already way too long. First up, we have Rascals. I see a C tier. All right. I see mostly A's though. Okay. Next up, we have Golem. I'm going to put it in B. Next up, we have the Royal Bonk. I see mostly A tiers. All right. Next up, we have Arroz. Arroz means rice in Spanish. That's what I call it. I see A's for the rice for the most part. It's an A tier food as well. I love eating rice. Next up, we have the Royal Hogs. C's, B's, and S's. Mixed bag. We'll put it in B. Next up, we have Skeleton Army. I see mostly C tier. All right. C tier. Now I have the Skeleton Barrel. I see mostly C. Skeleton Dragon. All right, Skeleton Dragon, C tier. Next up, we have Larry. No one else's opinion matters. Larry, S tier. Giant Snowball. Sparky, aka Trash Can on Wheels. Seeing mostly D's. Yeah, that's valid. All right, next up, we have the Loon. But with it not changing that much, that still keeps it in A tier, as what chat says. Thank you, chat, for your input. Appreciate it. Archers. Chat thinks they're pretty mid. I agree with that. All right, Spear Goblins, seeing mostly B tiers. Next up, we have the Tombstone. So we're going to put Balloon in the B tier. Not Balloon. Tombstone. Wall Breakers, WBs. Seeing mostly Bs. Now we have the Tornado. Tornado, S tier. Let's run it. And then for our last card, we have the Barbarian Hut. Is our last card going to be an F tier? I'm seeing Fs for the most part. Yup. All right, chat. There's the tier list. This tier list was very cursed. That's really all I can say, but I hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to watch this video next. I'm sure y'all enjoy it. See y'all in the next one.